Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink, and welcome back to the Demon's Souls livestream series. It is the 66th part, and I do believe that this is going to be the last recording for the new game run of my fist weapon build. I really wasn't expecting to be recording this much Demon's Souls in such a short period of time. I think this is the third recording in the space of 7 days, something like that. And that's a positive, I suppose. Means I'm getting back into it. Just needed a time, or I needed a period of time to just refresh myself, take a break, and here I am, back in Demon's Souls. I think part of it is that I'm quite eager to get into the New Game Plus and beyond runs of builds I've previously done. I think that's part of what's spurring me on, but as well as that, I am enjoying this build that I'm doing right now, so that's definitely part of it. In terms of what we are going to be doing in this recording, we will be going through the rest of World 4. We've only done 4.1 so far. We'll be going through the entirety of World 5. We haven't actually touched on that at all so far. And we will be finishing off World 1 in 1.4. That will likely be the last Archstone section that we do. And I just noticed that Twitch, in their infinite wisdom as usual, have added the auto tag to the Demon's Souls game open world. Now, it's not an open world game, never has been, never will be, because it's actually got levels and stages, like you've got level sections here. Just because it's three-dimensional doesn't make it an open world game, you know, like, look at this, you basically go up to different stages in the game and go through sections of those stages. Like, that is not open world, that is the opposite of open world. If this is open world, then I really need to sit down and have a chat with someone about the definition of the fucking term. But anyway, hello Autonomic. I have to say that Twitch does baffle me at times. I don't know what I'm more baffled by, the fact that there are two options for Demon's Souls in Twitch that literally have the exact same name in the exact same picture, or the fact that they've decided to mark this as open world. Oh, here we go. Here's some... Well, I suppose this would be updated, or rather uploaded to YouTube 24 hours later, so maybe this isn't cutting-edge news, you know, keeping up with the news in the gaming world with Doomlink. But Jenny says, this E3 was utter shit. So, there you go. Just an update for anyone who wasn't aware that E3 was shit. Yes, it is shit. The low-frequency hum is some sort of truck in my street. Do forgive it. For the most part, I'm no longer plagued by low-frequency hum in my recordings, but there will always be the odd truck in the street. But the worst I've ever watched, well, that... I would like to think that that's a lot to say, Jenny, because A, you've probably watched a lot, and B, I think there have been some shit ones, so there you go. That's pretty crazy. But yeah, the worst Jenny has ever watched, and it's E3 2021, so I see why Sony left, yeah. Okay, so what did we want to do first? We've got 15,000 souls, but that's insufficient for our current soul level requirement. Well, you know, soul requirement for leveling up. Yeah, still need another 2,000, 3,000 rather. But, yeah. I suppose I should just go from Archstone to Archstone, like, you know, sort of in a... I wouldn't say chronological order, I guess sequentially, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Thanks, Doomlink. Anyway, the old hero is not going to be too difficult to deal with. None of these bosses are going to be particularly difficult to deal with. I'm just going to be going through the rest of the game, because I've essentially done everything that I want to do with my build, so that's a pretty good thing. Because it means that I can actually see what the build has become, and I don't have to wonder, you know. We've got Half Moon Grass there. I suppose we could go and purchase some Half Moon Grass from Grave Robber Blige, because we're going to be going in that direction anyway, so that would make sense. I have Half Moon Grass here, and I would kind of like to use it, so I may as well get more than 2. I suppose I'll just get a total of 10, that'll do me. Provided I've got 10, that'll feel about right. Or maybe we could say that 10 is the minimum for me to be alright. I don't know if that's... Yeah, that's definitely a truck in the street. I think it's a... I don't really know what they call it. We have something in Australia. I mean, it might depend on the state you're in, but in my state, you can basically schedule a truck to come to take household garbage. In other words, basically anything. Like, you could take a big cabinet and put it out on the street. It's basically like a garbage pile of stuff. But there are either specific dates when you can do that, because obviously it's, you know, literally garbage on the street. Or you can actually schedule it for your household, and I think you have a maximum of 2 that you can schedule per year. But that's obviously happening in my street right now, and there's a truck in the street. So I'll get 8 of you, and we will promptly move on. We've definitely dealt with part of this area already. We went and rescued Saint Urbain after all, and we killed the man with the 2 katanas. Yeah, you can see that I'm basically doing no damage with the Hand of God there. I just wanted to see what sort of damage I was doing, and indeed, the magic resistance of this guy is just, it's ridiculous. And you know what that sort of makes me feel? It makes me feel that I shouldn't actually do a two-handed Hand of God build unless, you know what I could do alternatively? I could actually have 3 fist weapons equipped. So I would have the other Hand of God equipped here, and like for the most part I would main 2 Hands of God because it looks cooler. But then when I suspect that I'm going up against an enemy that's resistant to magic, I would equip the Iron Knuckle and go and beat on them with that. That would probably make sense now, wouldn't it? I think this is a Shard of Dark Moonstone. I see. No Elder Scrolls 6 news, but Game Pass, Game Pass, Game Pass. Well, I wasn't really expecting Elder Scrolls 6 news anyway. And poor Potato actually entertained for the briefest moment the possibility that Monster Hunter 6 would have information at E3. I mean, hello. But, anyway. Let's go and head straight to the boss. It's really just a straight run. It's funny, this location used to... Well, I remember when I was first playing this game, this location really did rip me a new one, but it's actually, if you're familiar with it, you know how to get through it. It's actually quite fast to get through. It's not like World 1.3, for example. World 1.3 feels like a bit of a journey, no matter what. But this is, I think maybe what it is that there's a lot of running, but not much in the way of confrontation. There are confrontations, of course, but it's not as dense as, say, World 1.3. Just bring you over here. Yeah, I can maybe hit you off the edge, or you can just die in the meantime. Or before I can hit you off the edge, that's always good. Let's see what your magic resistance is. Not all that good, fortunately. You're hoping for a sequel to Dragon's Dogma, Dark Arisen. Well, I suppose that would be good. Don't know if I'd have the time to play it though. I don't like dealing with both of these guys, especially when they hold their swords in front of them. That's probably the worst thing about these golden skeletons, is the fact that they can shield you so easily. So I was hoping for a backstab there, but I was having issues with my targeting, because there's 2 of them. So let's try that again. You see, they just default to guarding with their swords, and they have such ridiculous range with them. Hit it. Oh shit, that's not good. That's what I would refer to as dangerous. I probably could have had I could have had Full Moon Grass there. I don't even have it equipped, apparently. Alright, so fortunately I can flinch them fairly easily, but not when they're doing a strong attack. If they're doing a strong attack, they receive what you probably call God Armor, or whatever they want to call it. Basically, infinite poise, I suppose, would be the appropriate way to refer to it. And, yeah, you can't really hit them out of it, so if you're... Oftentimes in confrontations, you're hoping to flinch someone by mashing your attack button on them, and then when that doesn't happen, what happens? You just take a hit, and it's kind of annoying. So these guys, to get around them, as long as you stay real close to them like that, they can't actually hit you, so... I can imagine that these guys would be quite resistant to magic, so I'll just focus on hitting him with the Iron Knuckle. Hey Arexian, yeah, this is a lovely location. I like it too. It's very dark though, you can see. And this is with a boost to the brightness. So again, in the case of this guy, just stay real close. Not directly in front of him though. If you are directly in front of him, as I sadly allowed myself to slip into, you just get hit, so don't do that. I don't know if it's worth... Oh, hello. I'd better... Well, actually, I don't need to contend with you. I'll tell you why. Can you fucking not do that, seriously? He's punching me. You don't really need to... Stop that. You targeted the wrong person. I need to kill that guy instead of that guy, because he's just gonna die anyway if I kill the Reaper. This is a knife of some description. I can't really remember now, but I just know that every time I pick it up, I'm like, why do I keep picking this up? I'm never gonna get any use out of it. That's right, I do have the Ring of Avarice equipped here, which is fine. I don't really need that ring slot, so Ring of Avarice works. More souls is a good thing. It's not like a considerable boost to your soul count, but it's something at least. Would you rather more souls or less souls? Well, I know the answer to that question. I'm less than impressed by the low frequency hum at the moment, but sometimes you just have to deal with that shit. I mean, it would be just as I start recording, wouldn't it? Like, right as I do that. In the case of the... No, don't you fucking dare. That would have been really nasty to get flinched at the perfect time to get hit by this guy's soul ray. Now, he does this often where he actually falls into the fucking wall. This is really annoying. Not really, because he was only going to either drop a shard of a Dark Moonstone or a War Pick, neither of which I'm interested in, but, you know. He just falls into the fucking wall. I don't understand why. If he's standing close enough to it, his death animation sends him straight into it. Don't really like the position of my laptop right now. I might shift that. There we go. Just so it's a little bit more in my field of vision. Don't like to have to turn my head too much to read the chat. Hello. This is the... what I believe they call the phosphorescent slug pool. There's a bit of stuff going on in here, which is to say there are a lot of things to pick up, but I generally just run past it. I don't think there's anything of real interest in there except for, I think, depending on the build, sometimes, like I have certain builds, oh my laptop charger, which was plugged into the laptop, just randomly ejected itself. Oh, I think I know why, yeah. Yes, I do know why. Wow. Here's a fun story from Jenny. Some guy invaded me in Demon Souls Remake the other day, and I parried every attack he attempted and killed him. He called me a hacker and spammed my DMs for 15 minutes. Well, what's pathetic about that is that he was the invader. It's not like you invaded him, and then he literally couldn't do anything. He was the one who's looking to fuck with other people's experience, so he can shut his mouth. That's pathetic. Anyway. So this is the old hero. If you have the Thief's Ring on, how it works is you can get away with hitting him a little bit, and then he'll chase after you, but he'll only do one attack if you've got the Thief's Ring. I believe that's how it works. So now he shouldn't be... Oh no, he is still... No, that might have been a random swing. Just getting out of the range of that. It might be distance that does it. As long as you run out of his range, maybe. He leaves you alone. I'm sort of testing him because I thought it would be nice to. You know, I was rolling there. I did press the fucking roll button, but I guess you're just going to ignore it, game. That's fine. I mean, my character did physically move, but clearly it wasn't... Actually, now that I think about it, maybe I could use God's Wrath. Am I so close that you're going to come after me now? No. Let's use God's Wrath. Let's see what sort of damage it does. Might be better damage than... Oh, well, it is good damage, but... For the time it will take to get my magic back each time, I'd be better off just punching the guy. You can see for bosses such as these, fist weapons aren't very impressive. But that is the build I'm doing. I'd like to see what your magic resistance is. So we're going to find out. it's pretty good. It's pretty good. He was using a greatsword? Well, no wonder you parried every attack, because it's such a slow-moving weapon. The greatswords are always like that. Like, what you do is you just walk into their range, or if you can see them approaching, you just, you know, parry, and you catch the attack every time, practically. That's how it always has been in Souls PvP. I don't do Souls PvP anymore, I have no interest in it. I burnt myself out forever after my Dark Souls experience. But, yeah, greatswords were always the easiest to parry. They were very annoying in the sense that you could have people like, let's talk about Dark Souls PvP. You always had those people who would, I don't know, two-hand as Zweihander and just spam it, and then they'd catch you in a poise lock. They'd have a lot of stamina because they obviously put a lot of points into endurance. And they'd just swing endlessly until your health was gone. It was basically the most brainless fucking thing in the world. And basically how that would be possible was you would be unlucky enough to miss the initial parry, and then they just catch you. You're stuck. I mean, that's with like 60 poise, doesn't matter. Like 60 poise isn't good enough for that. So, and 60 poise is basically what you get from the Wolf's Ring. And I usually use light builds, so yeah. That was the classic, I'm going to spam attacks with a two-handed ultra greatsword and win. Basically the dumbest shit you can do. But it was effective, but that was the sort of thing that really pissed me off about Dark Souls PvP. There wasn't too much creativity going on in there. Well, exactly, yeah, change your strategy if, you know, do some roll stabs or something, I don't know. Change it up. But yeah, that's the old hero. There's a bit of lore around him, I don't know it, because I don't really care about Souls lore. And some would hang me on that statement, but it is what it is. I've never really cared for the lore. I've cared for the gameplay, and that's about it. Never really kept up with the community, never really... Well, I guess I was sort of part of the community in the old days, yeah, that's true, but these days, or recently at least, no way. Item burden is fine for picking up the Storm Ruler. I just wanted to check. I will be continuing on to this boss fight. I'm going to reduce the volume of the game for the reason that the Storm Ruler attack is so fucking loud compared to everything else in the game that it would drown out my voice, so I have to lower the game volume as a result. Annoyingly, almost every time I do that, I end up forgetting to set it back to what it was in terms of game volume, so that's a little bit annoying. We do have some crystal lizards further over here, but they only drop dark moonstones, so they're not very interesting at all. To me anyway, in this build. But they are the crystal lizards that you want to grind for pure dark moonstone in this game. They have pretty good drop rates for it, all things considered, but they can be difficult to kill. You really need ranged capabilities, otherwise you will always miss at least one. So, yeah, the idea is you snipe one from a distance and then you can snipe the other one from a distance if you want, or go in and attack. I usually go in and attack for the second one, for the reason that sniping from a distance does come with risks. Like, you can easily fuck it up, and they'll just run away, and it's annoying, but anyway. Let's see how loud this is, actually. I'm going to check. It's actually not too bad, but I'll tell you what is too bad. It's Bob getting out the fucking hammer when I'm trying to record. Like, you fucking dick. You actual cunt. It's fucking 9:44. Well, yeah, as if that makes a difference. 9:45. I've been woken up at 7:30 in the morning by a power drill from this guy. And I think it was on a Sunday morning. I mean, the guy's a fucking shitface. Anyway. Let's not even go there. Let's not talk about Bob. Okay, so we've got the Storm King coming down. It's important that you keep an eye on him. He doesn't always wait until all the rays are dead. I think there's a certain number that need to be dead for him to come. But he definitely does not wait until all of them are dead. Now, how the fuck are you so delayed on that side? Oh, you would target that, wouldn't you? The thing that's furthest away from me, you'll target that. Beautiful. Okay, full moon grass just for my own sanity. So the Souls community is currently crowded with neckbeard crybabies that want easy mode, apparently. Well, I guess the community really has changed. And I'm glad to not be a part of it. So there are other rays that I would like to kill, unless they've already died somehow. Sometimes you can be attacking the Storm King and just end up killing the rays that remain anyway, but my focus right now is the Storm King. The rays are not connected to the Storm King. It's not like, say, the Phalanx or something, where if you kill the main boss Phalanx, you will kill all the small ones in the process. It's not really how that works here. Please die. Are you in range? You wouldn't be, would you? You are actually a nuisance. Okay, you should now be in range. Get out of here. This crap again. Usually, as long as you get hit by one of them, you're not going to get chained and hit by another. Stop targeting that. Can I get 2 hits off? Probably not. Probably not. I'm going to try. No. Sadly, the Storm King, while he is a very epic fight, the first time and maybe all the way up to the first 10 times, when you fought him as many times as I have, it really is boring, because you just want it to be over and done with as soon as possible, because it doesn't retain that, I guess, epic factor anymore. You just want it to be over and done with. There was a time when I used to fight this guy without using that wall, and it was annoying. Using that huge pillar is a huge part of the fight. Can you not fuck it up for me, please? Thank you. Thought it was going to fuck up my victory there by targeting the wrong thing. Oh, okay, so you were killed in the process. But I don't think that was because the Storm King died. I think it's because I hit him. I don't know. I could always be wrong about what I said, you know. Maybe they do all die if the Storm King dies. It's certainly possible, but the reason why I didn't think that would be the case is because you can come in here and all the rays will have respawned. Totally unrelated to the Storm King, so that's why I assumed that they wouldn't die if he died. Wouldn't make sense to me. Got some shards of Cloudstone here, but Cloudstone isn't really going to be of any use. I didn't even know Sekiro was on the PS5. There you go. But I don't really understand how it would look and play great on the PS5 and, well, I mean, I understand why, but it's not going to match up to PC anyway. No matter what, it's just not, it's like, whatever you get on the console is just a diluted experience, unfortunately. But, I mean, it's probably still perfectly fine, but yeah, it's not like it would be particularly good on the PS5. It's more like passable for what it is, I guess. Oh, PS5's backwards compatible, I see. I'd forgotten about that. Okay, so Crushing Iron Knuckles. And I'll put you, well, put all this stuff away. And I'll put the Storm Ruler away, unless I want to do, you know, I could keep the Storm Ruler on hand for soul farming purposes. Let's do a soul farming run, just a quick one. As in, like, one round of killing those rays. May as well, right? I probably will do a little bit of it. It's something that I like to do if I think to do it. I do have the Ring of Avarice, so... Oh yeah, now that I think about it, there's one thing that I forgot. It is that I haven't killed the Man-Eaters, so I need to do that. I might actually kill the Man-Eaters before taking on World 5. So I was actually wrong. There is more for me to do than I first thought. There's no real reason for me to go two-handed here. Not that going one-handed is really going to make a difference. You don't attack faster one-handed. It's kind of cooler though, visually, to one-handed. Cool, and I think I might have, yeah. Let's use Half Moon Grass here. But yeah, the convenience of this location is the main reason why this is such a good soul farming area. There are a lot of enemies. They drop like... Well, let me see how many souls they drop with the Ring of Avarice. Individually. So individually they drop 1,500 souls, which cumulatively is significant. And the biggest thing is the fact that this is just the area that you immediately come into from the Archstone. And then you can reset it about as fast as you can reload. So, it's fairly good. Hey, Exio. But yeah, I do like it. My webcam view is a little bit dark because, strangely, it's kind of the opposite to what I usually have. I had more natural light when I started than I do now. So if it seems necessary, I might make lighting changes, but for now, chroma key's alright, and that's what's important. What's Bob the Builder doing now? It's always the same thing. Just general home renovations. I can't keep up with what the fuck he's doing, honestly. He'd be better off knocking down the house and going and living on the street. Anyway, let's go and equip these two things. Just consume them like that. As far as those other souls, like the boss souls, I don't think I need them for anything. Ice cream's always good in the heat, yeah. I do forget that Japan's in the Northern Hemisphere. Okay, so... we could get some use, potentially, out of... You know what? Well, how should I do this? Now, second chance is a good miracle. And... you know, I might keep... this is what I'm agonizing over. I will get second chance. What I'm agonizing over is whether I should get the soul from New Game Plus Old Hero, or keep this one for second chance. I should probably keep this one for second chance. Let's just do that. And then Storm Demon Soul will just... that's like anti-magic field, I think, for Storm Demon Soul. Alright, we'll use that, because at the end of the day, like, I would rather get second chance very early on. Which means I need to... oh, second chance might be a double slot, now that I think about it. Which means I'd have to put a number of points into intelligence. Probably like 23 or something like that. No, excuse me, that's Miracle Memory. So actually, Miracle Memory is affected by the Faith stat, isn't it? So actually that wouldn't be a problem at all. I think the casting requirement referring to MP is 100 as well. Yeah, look at this. So I'm just going to end up getting Miracle Memory up. Okay, so no problem at all. No problem at all. It's just I had to remember that it's not attunement slots in this game, it's actual slots specific to miracles and spells. Intelligence effects, spells memory, and faith effects, miracle memory. I'd forgotten that briefly. But anyway, so I will take you to 25. Yes, I know. So now is the question of, do I want to prioritize faith or vitality? Unfortunately, the more I level up at this point, the less I'm going to be able to level up in the future, because the soul requirement's just going up and up and up. So in the long run, probably vitality to 30 would be my priority. And then we might want to put points into endurance. Is 16 sufficient? Should we leave it at 16? Let's see what's happening with 2 fists equipped, or 3 technically equipped. We are still fast rolling with 3 fists equipped. Not fists, 3 fist weapons. So that means that we can basically leave endurance at 16, that's fine. Because this is going to be the armor set that I use, I think, so that's not going to change. So I guess faith is the current objective. Yes, indeed. Lots of level ups there. I'm tempted to go and grind souls to be able to level up twice more. It's going to be a bit of a grind though, isn't it? I'd need in excess of 50,000 souls. Well, I don't know how much time it would take. You know, I'm probably just going to do it because I do have time to do it. Because I'm not going to end up... No, what was I going to say? So, as I said in the previous video, sometimes I'm worried about not having enough content to span an entire... what would ideally be an entire recording of Demon Souls, but I do have enough to do in the game at the moment to be able to get a full recording, so... Basically, it's not like I'm trying to make up extra time, but... Well, you are not moving in time, or you're not moving fast enough. Ah, shit. Oh, here we go. So you've already made a mistake. It's life's ether, not life ether. Strength be granted. It's let strength be granted, so the world might be mended, not let strength be grand. So, only 2 mistakes, not bad, Jenny. Alright. I think that's everyone. And it's not going to take too long. We're at 35 now. 35,000, that is to say. But you can see that really the load times aren't so slow, that this is a slow farming process. Although I realise they're much slower than the PS5 version. Oh, you're watching on mobile, are you, Jenny? Good, I know. Whoa, stop it. Look, I'm letting you target whatever you want to target, man. But if you're just going to be off target entirely, I'm not going to be impressed by that. Oh, I might get 2 here. Did I get 2? Yes. Goody. So, for reference, I'm almost at what I need to be to level up twice, so... I'm currently sitting at about 52,000. Yeah, this should be enough to level up twice. So yeah, actually, silly me, 50,000 souls was not going to take much time at all. I'm now sitting on 54,000, and once I get faith to 30, I think we're going to take on the Man-Eaters. And then after the Man-Eaters, we'll take on... Oh, we'll be taking on the Old Monk, which will be very interesting because it will be fist weapon versus fist weapon. Very interesting. Alright, let's go and level up. Where are you? Maiden in Black? There you are. This will be interesting. I am looking forward to it. Just for something different, you know. I don't think I'm looking forward to it in the sense that it's going to be an easy fight. I think it will be a little bit challenging. Usually the Old Monk is very easy, but if you're forced to be within his attacking range to attack him, I think that would be problematic. But anyway, I think we are basically ready to go, unless I want to... No, I don't really have the money to buy Half Moon Grass. Maybe we'll just phase out Half Moon Grass, how about that? Because I just don't have much of it right now, so... Should I equip New Moon? I guess I may as well. It's probably a bit over the top. My vitality is looking pretty good. But yeah, I have basically cleared 3-2 already. I just need to kill the man-eaters. And then the archdemon. And then this archstone will be done. So technically, I was wrong when I told you what I would be doing in this recording. There was a little bit more to be done. And I might actually check to see if it's worth getting the Primeval Demon of World 5, just to get an extra colourless Demon Soul while I'm here. I don't know if I'll have the Stones of Ephemeral Eyes for it. In fact, well, hold on, what is the... Oh, it's like neutral, so I think that's neutral. Or is Boletarian Palace neutral? Maybe Valley of Defilement right now is +1, whereas Boletarian Palace is neutral. That's what it looks like, I'm not too sure. But either way, I would say 6 stones is fine. I may as well pick this up. I walked past it last time. I was too lazy to pick it up. Renowned Hero Soul. That's why I was too lazy. Wasn't really all that interesting. Alright. We've got some... I don't even know what these things are called. They're gross, whatever they are. They split into 2. Got this guy to contend with. Do an uppercut on you while you're standing still. Whoa, whoa. That is the worst performance hit I've ever had in the history of playing Demon Souls on this console. Right there. That was like a frame drop to like... I mean, the game barely ran in that moment. That was shocking. I can't believe what just happened. I don't think I mean, that was just a very unfortunate situation for the game right there. Well, that wasn't classic frame rate drop. That was fucking, like, frames gone, practically. I haven't seen that before in this game. I mean, frame drops, yeah, but that was just... That was immense. I've never seen that before. I've never had performance that was that bad. I can't remember what this is, but I usually pick it up. Okay. Just wanted to check. We've got our best friend, the Black Phantom Mind Flayer up here. Probably going to let him... Well, it doesn't really matter when he comes and attacks us. Yeah, you know what? I usually attack him from behind just to get an extra hit in, and given my current weaponry, I think that would be necessary. I'm not doing amazing damage right now. You know, I'm dealing 197 with my strongest weapon, pure physical, which is not very good, okay? So, I will definitely be putting more points into strength after this, but... Oh, whoops, I went too far back. I will be able to catch up to him before he turns around, but... I just wanted this backstab. And then I suppose I'll do God's Wrath, if I can get it off fast enough. No. Remember when I said that God's Wrath in combat is fucking useless? That's what I'm talking about, okay? Like, seriously, with all that time to cast it, still wasn't good enough, you know? Gotta be joking. 2 of them in a row. Do your stupid attack. Thank you. Should be able to kill him. There we go. Give me your fresh spice. That really sucked. But it is what it is. Now for the man-eaters, which is going to be a bit of a slow process. I think part of the difficulty here will be in the fact that I'll have to contend with 2 of them for a while, I think, because I don't think I'll be able to kill the first one before I have to deal with the second one. I'm not going to be doing enough damage for that. I can try, but I don't think that's going to happen. I'm going to get the old spice over here because I am using miracles, so I may as well. Oftentimes I even pick this up anyway. That's 8 old spice. I thought it would be 6. 6 is on the ledge, actually, further back. But 8 on that corpse there. Okay. Maybe it's an issue with the Atlus version, that's possible. I mean, I don't play the Atlus version as much as I play Chinese, English, Japanese, and European version. Well, then again, you probably play the Japanese version, Jenny. Well, I don't know. I don't really have that issue. With just absolutely, almost game-destroyingly terrible frame drops. Okay. Let us contend with Mr. Man-Eater. Man, or Eater of Men, there you go. Why am I taking hits so stupidly? That is a good question. I'm going to see what his magic resistance is. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. What I don't like about the Man-Eaters is they spend a whole lot of time flying around. See, why did I not get the roll out in time? I do not know. He just turns away from me. He's like, I don't want to deal with you. Rolling when he does the rushing forward attack is important because you don't want to be sent off the edge. That's no fun at all. I'd like to cut your tail, but I don't know if it's possible with blunt weaponry. I don't think it is. Logically, it wouldn't be. Like, how could you achieve cutting with a blunt weapon? You couldn't, so I would imagine that you can't do that. I might actually be able to get this guy mostly dead before his friend comes. You know what it usually is that causes him to not be dead when his friend comes? It's because it's bullshit like this where he's flying around and I can't hit him. That's what causes it. Come on, die, 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 come on. Don't you dare stay alive. Good. Now it's just easy. It's not so much like I'm worried about failure if I leave them both alive. It's just a headache that I don't want to deal with, so. This might be the first time I've ever used fist weaponry on the Man-Eaters. I can't remember if I did. I probably did fist builds in the past, but it would have been so long ago that I just don't remember it anymore. There would have been a time when I was doing weird builds with whatever I could make, but... or with whatever existed in the game, but... yeah. It's more fun on camera. You can share it with other people. Hello? My next build, by the way, is going to be... I'm still trying to think of what to call it, but... it's going to be basically a build where I use all the weapons that you just wouldn't want to use normally. Penetrating sword, dozer axe, needle of eternal agony, all that sort of crap. And I'll probably have like a roulette system that will actually determine which of those weapons I'm forced to use for one whole archstone section. I think that's how I'm going to do it. Fun build, right? It's going to really suck in the higher levels of New Game, though. It's not going to be fun at all. It is a better boxing match than what you just said. Come on. Stop wasting my time. It is a bit of a boxing match, though, isn't it? And it's going to... look at what he's doing. It is a bit of a boxing match, though, because he is punching me, too. What are you doing? Well, he is crossing our fingers that... okay. I wouldn't want him to do that endlessly. Because if he did, I'd be very fucking annoyed. But yeah, the real boxing match is yet to come. Because... the old monk is going to also be using fist weaponry. He uses the claws, I believe. Are you fucking kidding me? Shut up, dickhead. You're fucking banging and you're crashing every fucking day. Every fucking day of my life. Alright, where are you? Sometimes you actually lose sight of the Man-Eater entirely. It reminds me of the old Fatalis hunts of 1st and 2nd gen. Sometimes you just gotta fucking sit there and wait to actually be given the opportunity to attack. And it's no fun at all. Don't you fucking dare. Look how close that was. Imagine that. That's exactly what's so annoying about the Man-Eaters. Dumb shit like that, being launched off the bloody edge. How close is Bob the Builder? I think he's right on the fence line. Yeah. Prick. What he's hammering also is affecting the volume. It's obviously something of high density because it's got quite a low frequency sound to it. Anyway, you want to head for the gate. You can always see which side you want to go based on the gate. Sometimes I've actually walked straight off this because you can see it's fucking glitched. It's extremely annoying, so you almost need to commit to it more than you normally would want to actually get up on that ledge. It's so stupid. Yeah, he is watching the stream. He definitely is. So it's become considerably darker than when I started the recording, so I will update my lighting. Okay. Yeah, he does time his hammering right when I'm streaming. It's one of those things where, like, I could be streaming and then he's like, oh, I'm gonna hammer now. And then once I stop, he doesn't hammer anymore. It's always like that. Alright. Now for the climb. I'm not going to use the souls I just acquired from those man-eaters. I would like a more significant soul count to go ahead with seeking soul power in the future, because my soul requirements have gone up quite a lot, especially with my recent soul grinding. Hello. Now, the worst thing that this guy can do in this space is do that fucking soul arrow. Why did I take that? God, I'm dumb. Well, I sort of thought I was out of range, but I clearly wasn't. Yeah, the soul arrow attack is what's really going to fuck you up. You can see that the health this guy has, compared to the last one, much higher. Imagine having to fight the New Game Plus version. I'm really not looking forward to doing this build in New Game Plus, I have to tell you. It's going to be very slow going. I'm only using my Iron Knuckle because obviously he's going to have pretty good magic resistance, so therefore... Yes, I know, Bob. You want my attention? I'll go out there and give you some attention. Although you might not know about it for very long. It'll involve brain hemorrhaging, if that makes sense. The bleeding of the brain, how about that? So you might be aware of it for only a short time. Alright, it will work. Again, my fear... This is the stupid thing about this enemy, and they definitely designed him in this way. You kind of stand directly in front of him, but out of range of that attack. Because you know that he's... You know you can take advantage of his little running forward maneuver once he's done that attack. And so how they counteract that is... Oh, you've got to be fucking joking. What they do to counteract that is they give him an additional attack, which is a soul ray, which hits you for very heavy damage. The only way that you know it's coming is by noticing that he does something slightly different with his casting. It's only slightly different. No, big spiders usually are not found in homes that are close to the coast and in like more populated areas. Like the thing is with Australia is that a lot of people do live in more remote areas, so that's where they find giant snakes in the toilet and giant spiders in the house and stuff like this. So, yeah, not really a thing here. I mean, technically you've got large spiders, large harmless spiders, but not like harmful spiders. Can you fucking just die, please? I think you give me Moonlight Stone, don't you? Yes. So he doesn't actually give Dark Moonstone, he gives Moonlight Stone. So the lizards of World 4 give Dark Moonstone, the lizards of World 3 give Moonlight Stone. That's how that works. So this is going to be an interesting confrontation. I don't know how You thought I was English. Well, there you go. A mild Australian accent could just as easily be somewhere in the UK. as far as where it comes from. This is not going to be a fun confrontation. This is going to be like an actual boxing match right here. Don't worry about the uppercuts, my friend. Don't worry about them. So basically what I need to do here is I need to be careful of his homing soul mass. Because that's the whole idea of this fight. He gets in close, and then you get hit by his soul arrow, homing soul arrow. Because homing soul arrow is more effective at close range, because it's very easy to just avoid. You don't even have to roll out of the way of it, you can just walk away from it. And it will just go past you. It doesn't home very well at all in this game. Damn it. See, I just have to walk out of the way. You know what part of it is? It's because it's such a thin attack. Like the width of it, there's almost no width at all, so... If it was a thicker attack, it would be fine. For him. It's fine for PvE, but for PvP I never had much success with homing soul arrow in the old days of Demon Souls PvP. I found the effective spells to be like Firestorm and, you know, a well-timed Soul Ray or something like that. Because Soul Ray was a fast casting, and seemed to have a bit of a homing effect as well. Maybe, can't quite remember. Get over here. Man with large thing on head. I do not miss the PvP aspect to this fight. Of course, the servers are gone, so that can't really be done anymore, at least not with randoms. You'd have to join a private server for that. You can see that as his health decreases, he gets more and more soul arrows. In the case of the player, the number of soul arrows will change depending on magic power stat. Or on the magic power stat. Well, this wasn't as hard as I thought. What I was expecting was that it would be hard to get the first hit in. Now, like that, that's sort of what I was expecting, where he actually rolls the first hit. I might use a bit of Late Moon here, just to be safe. No, you fucking don't. See, you don't even have to roll out of the way of that at that distance, you just walk out of the way. I'm very sorry, my friend. There's not much you can do. Except die. Probably, I mean, I would say he is the easiest of the archdemons. It's funny, the archdemons are generally not difficult in this game. The only difficult archdemon is, honestly, the False King. All the others are just whatever. You've basically finished the Archstone, so here's like a, I don't know, fun fight. Generally they're supposed to be fun fights, I guess. But, anyway. We don't really want the yellow demon soul for anything, I don't think. Of course, we're not going to be keeping the mixed demon soul. I'm not going to be sitting here agonizing, haha, over getting the Needle of Eternal Agony, so... Agonizing over the Agony Needle. You can get out of here, and then I'll think a little bit about the yellow demon soul. I don't think I want that for anything. Maybe the... I was correct about the Storm King Demon Soul being used for anti-magic field, right? There's a miracle that you can make from the Yellow Demon Soul, but I can't quite remember what it is now. I can remember so many other uses for it, but... Oh well. Well, let's just use it, I don't need it. This is going to give me a total of... I'm just going to let the souls add themselves to my counter. 115,461 souls, which is very nice. So did I say I wanted to put points into strength? How many? No, let me actually, just so that I can kind of leave it alone, I'm going to take you to whatever level is required for 4 slots. Imagine if I was wrong about second chance needing 2 slots. I don't think I'm wrong though. It seems that you might need as much as like 37 to 40 faith to get 4 miracle memory slots. That's kind of bad. But at least I'm getting more damage with my Hand of God. Nothing wrong with that, I guess. Hello, Hussein. What is my current objective? I guess it's World 5. How are we going for Stones of Ephemeral Eyes? Still got 6. 6 is probably enough, you know. What's frustrating is that the Primeval Demon appears in the second section, which means that my world is going to go, you know what, let's not bother. We don't need Colorless Demon Souls that badly. I'm going to get plenty. I'm going to get more than enough, or I'm going to have access to more than enough to get 4 more level ups for the Hand of God. So, in New Game Plus, that is to say. So I don't really need to take the time to intentionally lower the Archstone level to 1 of Pure Black. Not necessary. It's more the time allocation than anything else. That's what stops me, so let's just go and blast through World 5. Should take me about 15 to 20 minutes. Unless I choose to fight the enemies nice and slowly and carefully. These guys should be taking a lot of damage here. You're not pushing me anywhere, my friend. Maybe he just wants a hug and he's just really aggressive about it. He's like, give me a hug. And then in the process he ends up launching me off the edge or something. Maybe that's what it all comes down to. Maybe they just don't know how to hug. They've got a vague desire to hug, and then when the moment arrives, they more like push you. That was a headbutt, actually. I'm not really interested in their drops. They don't drop anything of real interest, so may as well pick up whatever this is. The Ring of Magical Sharpness is just around here. I might have gone past it, actually. Unless it's quite close to... No, I can't... No, that's it there. Is it the Dullness or Sharpness ring? It's Dullness, okay. So Ring of Magical Dullness, obviously, increases magic defense, but reduces your magic damage, and then the Ring of Magical Sharpness is the opposite to that. Which is cool. I like that they've got opposites for those two rings. You know how I'm going to kill you guys? Like this. Oh, just brilliant. Now, I'm going to do the same thing with the rats, because, you know, a chance to get Shards of Archstone isn't a bad thing. So let's get fresh spice. There's a bit of a gross ambient noise in here. Oh, that's right. Of course, as I suspected, I did forget to bring my game volume to where it should be. I lowered it for the Storm King boss fight and forgot to return it to the way it should have been. It's not rat time just yet. Come on, I know you're here. And you too. Didn't know there were 2 of you. Jeez. Alrighty. And I guess I'll deal with Mr. Spearman, just in case. Yeah, the Thief's Ring usually won't have him come after you, but just in case. Stop that. You can see that I'm not really used to the terrible range of these fist weapons, but oh well. It's rat time. I'm going to end up hitting the filthy woman in the process. I mean, maybe you do sell something of interest. What do you sell? Late Moongrass? I guess I can buy 3. Should I buy 3 Late Moongrass? I have a Widow's Lotus, Soldier's Lotuses, or rather Royal Lotuses I have enough of. Soldier's is obviously for bleed. Black Turpentine, don't really want that. I'm going to be picking that up anyway. Don't really want any of that. You sell the War Pick, which I'd forgotten. Yeah, I guess I'll just put my souls into that. Finished already? Oh yeah, relax. Guess what it's time for? It's rat time. Aha! Shard of Archstone. I'll take it. Of course, the great insult is that getting plagued by these guys is no fun, and sometimes you might risk getting plagued just for a single Crescent Moongrass, so that's pretty bad. Pretty bad. I'm rather tempted to use God's Wrath against you, but I don't think I could start casting it Oh, you know, I can actually get him with this, I think. Not too good in the way of damage, though. Well, you can see he's actually quite resistant to magic. Damn. Well, got some enemies to kill in here. I'm gonna just take care of all of them. Because sometimes you can go past them and then try to take care of that other giant depraved one, and it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Because if you have to pull back for whatever reason, like you need some space to walk back and fight that enemy, you'll end up backing up into this area where there are a lot of enemies, and sometimes they can chase you up here too. Generally they're not so good at chasing you up this, I don't know why. But yeah. Well, I guess I'll God's Wrath you. Just to avoid the poison. Out you go. And that's Marrowstone that I should get from you. Which, from memory, has a different name. Not New Moongrass, you actual bastard. I'm gonna take that off. If there's a risk of me using that accidentally, I don't want it in my inventory, thank you. Well, I want it in my inventory, but not in my usable items list. Can you fucking stop with that? No. I really do hate God's Wrath in combat. You need to fuck off. See, I can't even... Whatever. Let's go, mate. Why couldn't I target you just then? What sort of crap is this? I actually don't want to fight you down there right now. So let me again check... Yeah. That's actually not too bad. Oh, he doesn't have that much magic damage. He's got a little bit, but... Definitely pure physical's better for him. Sticks his big fucking nose in the air. And that's him. Big nose. Man with big nose and big club. That is his name. Okay. Yes, I know. Leechmonger. He's an asshole. Can I apply fire to a fist weapon? I'd never even considered that. Let's give it a try. I suppose it's possible. The reason why I don't think you'd be able to do it is because it sounds dangerous. It's like right on your fist, you'd light yourself on fire, you'd think. No fucking way, you can actually apply fire to a fist weapon. That's funny. It's so dangerous, but sure. I guess we do like to live dangerously, don't we? Look, I mean, my fucking hand is on fire. How do you feel about magic damage, my friend? Stop that. I'm trying to punch you to death. Magic damage is not amazing. I hate it when he recovers health. It's very annoying. But the idea is that he has such low defense that generally you can still kill him without too much difficulty. Can you stop? One of the annoying things... Oh no, actually, your healing efficacy doesn't go down. The efficacy of your healing wares doesn't go down. That does happen with... I think the... Dirty Colossus. Anyway. Crescent Moongrass. You can destroy this and get to this thing if you want. Can't remember what it is. Shard of Suckerstone. Yeah, no. And the Archstone is just over that way, but I'm picking stuff up because why not? I mean, really, who wants this much Crescent Moongrass at this point in the game? I don't care who you are. You shouldn't be needing Crescent Moongrass at this point in the game. And yes, that also includes people who wouldn't be at this point in the game necessarily and are doing World 5. 5-1 is one of those locations that you can probably do... Oh, it would be a bit hard to do after only having done World 1-2, but... I don't know. Maybe... I'd say it's about equal difficulty to 2-2, maybe. Although those giant depraved ones can be problematic. Healing ware's not doing too well. I guess we could use Crescent Moon. I mean, I've got plenty of that. It's going to be a bit slow going, but... got something to pick up down here that I always walk past because I just don't think to pick it up. What is it? Royal Lotus ×3. That's not very interesting at all. Because I'm going to be affected by the poison in this area. Well, I suppose there can be... Yeah, you know what? I will need Turpentine again now that I think about it. But just for now, I'll equip Royal Lotuses, just so that I don't have to go into my inventory to use them. But once I do get past this area, this poison swamp... Oh, that's right, I can't fast roll in here. I can't roll at all, in fact. That's why I hate this place. But yeah, once I get past this area, I will use a Royal Lotus. Then probably promptly unequip it. Although then again, it will have some use again later on, so... I just go straight through here. I don't really mess around with the swamp area. There's a Black Phantom out there and a few pickups, but... I just focus on getting on through. Get out of here. Just going around. I will not be using the Royal Lotus immediately, because my priority is getting past these guys. With the Thief's Ring, they will not chase you too far. Okay, Royal Lotus. See? Already lost interest. Now these fucking enemies I'm not impressed with. Seems that I can jab you pretty easily though. Oh, fuck off. Get out of here. I'm definitely going to be prioritizing killing these guys, and the reason why is because they can so easily push you off this walkway. Because they block more physical space than they should. I don't know why, but they're very annoying. I don't really want to roll with you. Normally I just roll through them when they do their stupid thrusts. The idea being that they try to poke you outside of your own attack range. You know what I'll do. Okay. Sadly you were not inside that. But I probably don't need to kill you. I can probably live with not doing that. Again, not going to roll through that, too dangerous. And I should not be using the Hand of God here. You know, constantly I'm being shown Hand of God is just not good enough. Because so many enemies in this game are resistant to magic damage. And sadly, fist weapon plus enemy resistance to whatever your fist weapon does, I mean, that's a bad combination. Yeah, come on, go for it. Alright. He did. I only want one of you at a time, thank you. Very good. What was that about? It's like you fell over briefly. Yeah, come on. I don't mind taking a hit from you, I can live with that. I'd rather take a hit than roll off the fucking walkway. So there's some black turpentine down here that I will take for the upcoming boss fight. I chose to do that. Come on, just fucking go off. I chose to do that rather than purchase it, so... Let's use some more Crescent Moon Grass. Just have a feast, shall we? And I suppose, just in case, I will have some fresh spice. How about that? Now the primeval demon's just up ahead here if you do have your will tendency at that level, but I do not. Hello, slug. It'd be nice if I could fucking hit you, but... I mean, not that killing you is going to do too much for me, but... I wonder if you guys have magic resistance. I want to actually see how many fucking enemies in this game have magic resistance. It's not too bad. I feel like everything has magic resistance, but it's just a matter of how much it has. Anyway. So what we'll do here is we'll go around. We do not want to contend with these guys. It just saves so much time if you don't fight them. I would rather just run away. And it's perfectly viable, provided you're using the Thieves' Ring. As in, that's a perfectly viable strategy. And I will use another Soldier's Lotus, which I have apparently unequipped. I'm not being followed. Thanks to the old Thieves' Ring. And at this point, I suppose I could... You guys can stop, I think. You can fucking stop. Stop it. I don't want anything to do with you. I don't want any of your crap. That's a lovely visual glitch there. Just so nice. You can see that it's just much faster to run through this place. The enemies aren't going to give me much in the way of souls. They are going to waste my fucking time, so I'd rather not deal with them. Alright, so I might do some God's Wrath. We'll see if I can get away with that, with this fight. I don't think it's going to be doing too much damage. I mean, I have increased my faith quite a bit, but... Alright, can I get... No, this is not enough. Oh no. It did work, but... as you can see, even with the faith that I currently have, not much damage at all. That still hit me. What's your fucking problem? So obviously for this fight I'll be using Full Moon Grass. I'll be focusing on using my fire weapon here. You want to get out of range of that because that will sort of affect you in the same way that poison might. Slowly whittles down your health and negatively affects the efficacy of your healing words. That was fairly quick, wasn't it? Good night. Alright, now for my friend. I don't like this guy. Because sometimes he fucks with you. What I don't like about Garvinland is that he fucking runs away. Like he's a dick. He actually runs away. And I'm not looking forward to it. He's both easy and frustrating. Because he can be very easily cheesed, but... he will actually be like, wow, I'm scared, I'm going to run and heal. So... he's an ass. By the way, you can actually fall through that. See how there's like a space next to that footbridge? Well, yeah. You can fall through that. Hello. Shut up. Shut up. So what I usually do is I go behind him. Well, I've just missed the parry there. I'm going to try and stand behind him, behind where he is now, to prevent his escape. You're so annoying. But yeah, if you stand on this side of him, it's a little easier. Okay, I'll backstab you. If you're going to give me your back like that, I'll bloody well take advantage of it. Of course I'd missed the parry. Come on. Well, I missed the riposta. See, if he starts walking like this, it means he wants to try to heal. That's why he's doing this. You actual motherfucker. I'm so glad that I didn't get one shot. I'm so glad. You've got some fucking balls, you really do. The fucking temerity of you. See how he's running? He wants to heal. And what would you have me do? Can you parry this? Oh, you're gonna do that, aren't you? Get the fuck over here. His AI is just disgusting. Look at this AI. I can do this, you know. That's right, he has very high magic resistance with this armor set. I hate this guy so much. Why is it that... Come on. Please attack me. Thank you. Well, missed the fucking parry. I hate this so much. Because I know that he's... Fortunately, he's dead, but... You saw that he parried me. He sets up for parries really randomly. It's just awful. Yeah, you can... I think you can farm ephemeral ice stones here. I don't think I've ever bothered. But I seem to have a vague memory of that. That is not a fun fight. The only way that that works is that you deal so much damage with riposters that you don't have to worry about him reaching a level of his health where he'll try to run away and heal. It fucks with his AI. His AI wants to both run away and heal and attack me at the same time, and it causes a problem. But, yeah, that's that. And still not doing too good with grass. I like to have late moon grass as my primary grass. Full moon is for, you know, when I take heavy damage, and new moon generally is not needed until, like, New Game +2 and +3 and beyond. So, what am I doing? Leveling up, I guess. I don't really need any of these demon souls. I had considered whether or not to kill What's-His-Face, Old King Doran, which I never do legitimately, and I certainly wouldn't do it legitimately with a fist build, that's stupid. But, you know, I'd use Death Cloud for that. Or Poison Cloud. Death Cloud's obviously better because you don't have to actually reapply it. Death Cloud applies Plague to people. So, yeah, but unfortunately I can't really do any of that, so... I mean, there's a temptation to keep the Pureblood Demon Soul to get Death Cloud later, but you know what? Doesn't matter. Let's just consume that. Same with the Eroded Demon Soul, and the Wriggling Demon Soul. This has given me almost 200,000 souls. I'm currently sitting at 199,113. So, that's pretty good. That's, even with my current soul requirements for leveling up, that's a few level ups right there. Focusing on Faith still. And it looks like the next upgrade gives us 4 slots. I'm going to leave it at 36. That's not a number I like to leave it at. But just for now, I'm going to leave it there. We're going to focus on Strength. I think, like every fucking enemy seems to be, I think the False King's resistant to magic. So, I'm probably going to be mostly using this weapon. The weapon that I currently have in my right hand, which is the Crushing Iron Knuckle, which means points into strength, please. Art thou done? Yes. The answer is yes. I'm now doing 202 damage with the Crushing Iron Knuckles +5 in the right hand. Again, I don't like saying knuckles because you'd think I'd have 2 of them, but no, I have 1. So the 1 Iron Knuckle, there you go. It's just wrong to say knuckles in that case. So I think we are ready to go with World 1-4. There's nothing else for us to really do. So, onward. And we won't be able to level up with the False King Soul and the Beast Demon Soul and all that business until we complete World 1-1 in New Game Plus. But I think the way I'm going to do this, I mean, the temptation, I really was expecting to at least take 2 hours to do what I've done today. Just because it was an estimate, but I'm going to be done with this, I think, in 1 hour and 40 minutes. So I might end up doing New Game Plus here. Usually it's only something that I do if I feel like I need to have a longer recording, and it may very well be the case that I do that. I really wasn't intending on that, but yeah. Even with the soul farming, looks like that's necessary. I'm not impressed with you. It's just as well that I don't need to actually kill that crystal lizard over there, because I don't need any other upgrade materials. This stupid dragon corpse is honestly a little glitchy. Come on. Yeah, I know. Good on you. I'm kind of shocked by how much less damage the Hand of God is doing. Like, the Hands of God are receiving additional damage from both Strength and Faith, and I'm putting a lot of points into both of those things, and it's still doing fucking nothing to most of the enemies that I attack. So it may very well be needed to just go 2 Iron Knuckles instead, because right now, it's not looking too good. Oh, you waited until I was a little closer to disappears. I don't know if that's nice of you or nasty of you. Yeah, well, good on you, mate. Seriously. Yes, I know, you've got so much range, you really do. So, provided you have the Thieves' Ring, you can, for the most part, deal with these people one at a time. What I would like to do... I don't know if I've still got a bow on hand. I don't think I do I? I'd like to piss off the female archer. Because I don't want to have Mr. Tower Shield Wonder Boy slowly coming after me like an Apsaros in Monster Hunter. But that's kind of what happens if you can't draw the aggro of the female archer. Yeah, that little jab is just slightly faster than... I feel like it's slightly faster than... Oh, the difference is almost totally negligible, but... let's see if I can just aggro you first. Yes, perfect. Now, I want you to chase after me, please. Forget the fucking archery, woman. Get over here. Forget the archery. Put the bow away. You can't very well hit me if I'm standing here now, can you? So put the fucking bow away and come after me. Come on. What if I can hit you from this distance? It's not quite good. No, and then she walks away, and she still got hit, thankfully. You'd think that'd be enough. You know, she wants the protection of that guy. Which is pathetic. Have faith in your own abilities, woman. Come on. Yeah, I know, you're so good, aren't you? Look at this. Mr. Apsaros over here. Yeah, fuck off with your scraping spear. I'm gonna go and get a Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. And if that woman comes over here, then all the better, but... don't think that's happening. I mean, really, I don't have to fight you. I really don't have to. I'd like to, but... see, look at this. Look at her. She's that fucking... and she's swinging a bow at me. As a physical weapon. Look who's poking me in the arse. What is your problem? The both of you are just completely annoying. Yeah, come on. You've got your... oh, yeah. Just when you had your fucking scimitar out. Just when you had your scimitar out. You're gonna play this game with me, are you? Where you fucking... look at this. That's like the ultimate power move. I'll deal with the spear guy, it's just... can't do it right now. Not with this woman alive. Yeah, you're dead. Get out of here. Take your firestorm somewhere else, you miserable bitch. Alright, hello. So basically, roll backstabs is how you deal with this guy, but I didn't really do it right there. I usually don't target. Not targeting is usually easier for roll backstabs. Because when you target, you'll be rolling into them. You don't want to roll into them, you want to roll just to the side. Ugh. Should I circle you? You've got some fucking balls, mate. Ed's Grindstone is not going to repair a broken weapon. So, I have to fuck off back to Baldwin, who I've kept alive for reasons such as this. This is why I didn't kill him. It's because you never know when you need him. I'm not going to bother killing him, I just don't have the time. It's fucking scraping spear. Okay. But yeah, Ed's Grindstone, much like Repair Powder, is not going to repair something that's broken. It will increase the durability of something that's damaged, but yeah. Crushing Iron Knuckles, thank you. How about armor? Yes, I think it would be in order for me to repair this as well. Cool. Do come back alive. I need your business. Yeah, well, guess what? You're lucky to be alive yourself, you bald bastard. Alright. So, we're going to ignore Scraping Spear Wonder Boy, and we're going to just go through World 1-4. As far as you archers, I don't care about you. You can fuck off. Just don't have the time for you. I haven't the time. We've got another crystal lizard up here. I don't know if I'm going to bother trying to kill him. Let's do it. There's no guarantee that I'll succeed, but I can fucking try. Yep, that would be about right. See, the uppercut is good because it hits towards the ground. This is why... Oh, pure hardstone, there you go. This is why I didn't want to do it. It's because this guy does actually aggro, even if you don't enter that. Yeah, alright. Get over here. Punch you. It's not a one-shot here. Which is probably fine. Because I can hit you on that. His body's flying after me. Even in death, he wants to mess with me. I didn't mean to just walk up and take the hit. I meant to roll past you. See, that's me trying to roll past him and it just didn't fucking work. This is not good because he's here. Okay, where am I? I'm fucking lost. Don't fuck that up. Okay, I know you're chasing after me, you prick. Yeah, I know. You want all the attention in the world, don't you? Don't do the uppercut. That's a bad idea. Normally I don't have to deal with this guy, but... Well, actually I do often have to deal with you. In this area. I'm trying to punch you. That's so annoying. There's something about him, he's very good at staying out of my melee range. What a dick. The good thing about this location is that you can get full moon grass fairly easily. I think most of the time the greatsword wielding Red Eye Knight does actually drop like as many as 6 full moon grass when he dies. So it's pretty good. You dealt way more damage with the shield build. Sad, isn't it? It's very sad. I couldn't really remember how much damage I was dealing, but I'm not surprised to hear that I was doing more damage. It was a more fun build, I would say, too. I mean, I'm having fun with this build, but that spiked shield build was pretty good. Are you really... I came up here to fight you, and you've already fallen down here. You're a dick. You know what? Please come down here. This is a better place for me to fight you. Thank you. And I'll take advantage of that. That was supposed to be a backstab. Seriously. Alright, I'm gonna uppercut you on that, or during that opportunity. Alright, full moon grass, please. Maybe it's a guaranteed drop of 6 full moon grass every time he dies, because if it is, that's very, very good. It's extremely useful. Yes, yes. Come on. At this rate, and it's sad for me to say this, but I actually would have been dealing more damage had I just made 2, whatever they're called, iron knuckles in the crushing path, and allocated all of this faith instead to, oh well that's not true, because it's thanks to Wrath of God that I was able to get Greystone so easily. So, I don't know, that's a bit of a double-edged sword, isn't it? You know, the double-edged sword of not actually putting points into faith. I was thinking instead I could have put all those points into strength, and by this time I actually would have been doing, you know, something within the region of 300 damage for both of those weapons. But no. It is not what, it is not to be. But, you know, Hands of God, I'm not too impressed with them. We'll put it that way. Oh, I am in range of that. Well, okay, fuck the items then. So, you do that, and then I'll probably take a hit from this up here, but I can live with it. I can take the hit. Just managed to avoid it. Oh, he continues to breathe fire here. I see. Now what's great is that this is going to be a King Allen fight where we don't actually need to listen to the dragon breathing fire the whole fucking time. So this is going to be extremely pleasant. Extremely pleasant. And I hope you enjoy it. Because that's one thing that I hate about the King Allen boss fight. It's the whole room shaking. It's the sound of the dragon breathing fire. Of course, the reason why that's not happening this time is because Bior is dead. I killed him. I killed him. It's so hard to parry him. He attacks so fast. I'm going to try and push him off the edge. He's got way too much health. You can fucking stop that, seriously. Sort of struggling here. Let's try and get... I can try and get him off the edge. Come on. No. I guess his AI knew he was at risk. Come on, get off there. Don't you fucking dare. Get the fuck off the edge, you motherfucker. I don't have the stamina for this. Okay, well, you see, I shouldn't have done that. You see, why do I do this to myself? I'm wasting my time now. I have to go all the way back there. And okay. Just to add insult to injury, he goes and rolls off the edge himself after I've died. Yep. I mean, I literally killed myself trying to push you off the edge like an actual dickhead. So that was beautiful. I can't believe what I'm just seeing. Okay. Moving on. Let's do that again. Get to fight all those fucking enemies again. I don't care about the crystals that up ahead. Don't care about him at all. I'm going to contend with the Red Eye Knight. He's my objective right now. Hello. Don't need you taking me by surprise at any point. Here we go again. It's like deja vu. No, that's fine, Vernon. We are in the final stage of this game. And I died stupidly to Ostrava's Black Phantom, who should now not reappear because he fucking rolled off the edge and killed himself anyway, which is what I was wanting him to do, really. But he didn't in the end. Alright, I'd like to actually bring you down here, and then I'm going to try to get past you like that. And if I can bring you up here and fight you here, that'd be awesome. Thank you for not falling off the fucking edge. No, I don't need to die stupidly. Oh, it would, yeah, that would be within range. Your dumb range with that fucking sword is extremely annoying. I don't want to do... Okay, I'll do a parry with you. Yeah, of course. Of fucking course. Here's the ultimate irony. I'm doing this because I want grass, right? And I'm going to end up using 6 full moon grass in the process of killing this guy. This is what's so stupid. Sort of a backstab opportunity. Yep, beautiful. Yeah, I'm literally... Like, I only have full moon grass, so if I want to top up my health, I'm still... Okay. Now, I don't know how many I used, probably not 6, so maybe I ended up with 2 extra or something like that, but still. Fucking annoying. It's better not to deal with the ninja and the archers. I mean, that just takes time. I don't have the time. I'm doing alright then. Almost done with this build. And then I'll be moving on to probably my New Game Plus Heavy Strength build. Not that I really like my New Game Plus, or not that I really like my Heavy Strength build necessarily, but I'd like to show you the... Oh, I remember this. If you go too fast towards... So the timing was not quite right there on my part, because I went too soon. You can actually go too soon, and I did go too soon. I basically followed the fire, and I ended up standing at the next section where he breathes fire, right when he was about to start breathing again. So he actually switched to right where I was standing. Alright, can I make this? That's not looking hopeful. And I still made it. Breathing fire here too. Stop it. Just go away. Leave me alone. Alright. So... let's actually fight the fucking boss now. Ostrava is gone, thankfully. Yes, you can kill the blue dragon there, but it's time consuming and not really necessary. If you don't have like a fast moving build, it's problematic. If you don't have Bior to, I guess, draw his fire breath. But yes, this boss up ahead is kind of the final boss of the game. You don't have to kill him as the final boss. And he will never... technically the final boss is King Allant. But the afflicted King Allant in the Old One location. But in terms of the archdemons, this is kind of the official final archdemon, because he's the only archdemon that's really difficult to kill. I don't mean especially difficult to kill, I mean the only one that is really difficult to kill. So, all the others are fairly easy to find. You can have Maiden Estrella as your final archdemon if you want, but I don't really see that to be very useful. This is the first time in a very long time I've fought Old King Allant with a fist weapon. I don't even know if I ever have. So, this is probably not going to be too fun. Sadly, I'm going to have to use only this Iron Knuckle here, because he's going to be resistant to magic damage. Fortunately, he flinches quite a lot. It's very easy to get stuck in that. Very easy. I do have plenty of Full Moon Grass here, fortunately. For this fight. Probably won't need New Moon. Kind of tempted to get New Moon, but... you don't want to get hit by that, by the way. That's no fun at all. I might actually equip New Moon, just in case. Better to be safe than sorry, right? I'd like to bring you further up here. That's not a fun place to fight him. Yeah, come on. Oh, I meant to roll, and I feel like I did. This is going to be a slow fight. You can see that if you... no, don't you dare. You can see that if you have shit damage, it's... you really do feel it with this guy, because he is the strongest boss. Except for Old King Doran. If you count Old King Doran as a boss, he's the strongest. He deals the most damage, and he has the most health, and he's just... he's awful. Fortunately, he does flinch. I mean, that's one positive. That's the worst thing about this, is how long it's taken to kill him. Oh, he's got a follow-up. That's fucking dangerous. Quickly. No, I'll hit him out of that. I only barely got him. I didn't even time it well enough to... no, that's bad. I didn't even time it well enough to cancel the effect of what he did. But I did time it well enough to cancel the damage. I mean, you couldn't have gotten closer than that and still succeeded. That was... I mean, it was dangerous for me to do that. I mean, that was really kind of not appropriate, but... Thank you for doing that off target. Makes it easier for me. Almost got him to half. Whoa, that's a scary attack that you just did. I don't want to see that again. And if you do it again, make sure it's off target. That's one good thing about the... oh shit. That's one good thing about the Iron Knuckle, or probably fist weapons in general. They do flinch reasonably well. Which is what you want, because at the end of the day, you are in your close range with the enemy. So if you're going to put yourself at risk and go closer to the enemy, you want to at least be able to flinch them while you're there, because otherwise you're really going to be in trouble. Sorry if I can't... yeah, I can't read what you've said, Vernon, because I'm in this fight at the moment. A fight that would be terrible to lose. If only for the fact that if I do fuck it up towards the end, it will have been a long process just to fail anyway, so I'm going to be focused on what he's doing here. Of course, that's a learning process, what I'm doing there, attacking him when he's doing that attack. In the past, when I used to fight this guy, when I was really struggling to succeed with him, I would not go up and interrupt that attack for the reason that I didn't think it could be interrupted. I thought I just had to distance myself. But a person who chooses to take the risk of trying will find out that actually the best way to deal with that attack is to go in and flinch him. It's been a slow fight, and what's shocking is that I'll have to do this in New Game Plus and New Game Plus 2 and all of that, which is not going to be any fun. I'm not doing the running attack here. I'll only do the running attack if it feels like it's necessary, like here. I'll do the running attack here. But it's slightly less damage than the regular stationary attack, I believe. Uh-oh. Very bad. This whole situation right here, awful, awful, awful. Really bad. And I don't know what it is psychologically, but I most often fail this boss when he's like 1 or 2 hits from death. That is absolutely true. Like, I most often fail this hunt just before he's dead. Like, literally 1 or 2 hits away. I think like 3 times on camera I have been exactly 1 hit away from killing him and I have died to him. And it's shit. So, there you go. Well, that's good that the attacks are basically the same. It means that I can basically go into the remake and all of the skills that I've developed in the original game are transferable. That's what's most exciting to me about that. I've got a lot of stuff weighing me down in here, so I'm going to go put that away. And I think I will try to have a quick run through World 1.1 in New Game Plus. I think we'll do that. We're not going into New Game Plus just yet, but we will be getting there quite soon. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. We're going down to Ash Lake. And with that, we will go and say hello to the old one. Just roll through here. Yeah, I think it's, again, it was against all the odds that Bluepoint were allowed to have the remake be so similar to the original. Because I didn't think they would be allowed to do that. This is a bit of a slow fight. Fortunately, with weapons like these, I can live with low endurance. You know, I don't need too much stamina. I'm fucking beating him about the head. He must be in pain at this point. Still a faster fight than the previous one, though. Ridiculously, this guy was called, like in the original game, the original version that I played, which was the Chinese-English version, he was called Wannabe Allant. Not King Allant, just Wannabe Allant. That's Solbrand there. That's dropping into the ground. May as well take it. Pretty cool. Skipping all cutscenes here. Attack you. Oh. You've got 2 endings, and really the best ending is to kill the Maiden in Black, because you will receive the Beast Demon Soul. If you don't kill the Maiden in Black, and instead exit the area, you will receive the Maiden in Black Demon Soul. You can't actually use either of those souls for something. You can only consume them for souls. The main in Black Demon Soul gives you 50,000 souls, whereas the Beast Demon Soul gives you 200,000 souls. So you tell me which is better to have. We're now moving into New Game Plus. Here we are. And everyone's alive again. Well, everyone who had previously died. Such as Saint Urbain's followers and all that. Oh, there's only one here for the moment. I guess the next one appears later. But yeah, we're going to go and take on World 1. World 1. Right, that's interesting. So they had King Allen take massive damage to magic. Clearly he didn't, because... yeah, I do have... well, I don't know how many points of magic damage I've got on this Hand of God, but it wasn't... it was, you know, less damage than my raw weapon anyway. Let's have a look. Oh, it's still 70 points of magical attack innately. So the only thing that increases is the scaling. Like, it just stays at 70, which is crazy, honestly. For a total of 120, I think, with the scaling, which is pretty shit. Even now, I don't really want to kill these guys, because they don't give much in the way of souls. I mean, I can check to see how many souls. I think it'd be about 100. What have we got? Not that you can see. 36. Even now, 36 souls. You know what? I'm not killing them. It's not happening. Like, I'm not doing that. Actually, I don't have to worry about it. Like, why? You really think I'm going to come through here? I'm currently sitting on 162,000 souls, and I'm going to get 36 souls from killing a Dragling? Like, no. I don't think so, buddy. Okay, I'll kill you, I don't mind. You can see that New Game Plus is going to suck. Because I'm in World 1-1 and it's taking a lot of hits there. Come on. Get out of here. It's 120 souls from these guys at least, that's not too bad. Get out of here. I don't like that you have a flaming weapon so you can go and die. Gonna have a firebomb drop down here. Just zigzag here and you'll be fine. Just do a quick run through this area. Actually, I will kill you because I do have to deal with another guy just over here, and I don't want to get boxed in. Fortunately, I wasn't flinched by the firebomb. Oh, ran out of stamina. Hello. You've got some balls, buddy. Get out of here. Still using full moon grass, I regret to say. And that's the worst thing, I just don't have much in the way of grass during this, or in this build. Here we go, we've got some half moon, I'd rather that. What's this over here? Haha, I had a feeling, that's why I went and picked it up. Normally I just walk straight past it, but I had a feeling that was half moon, and I felt that I could get some use out of that. Good day. You give me your stuff. If you have any, which he doesn't. Hello, this guy's going to do a lot of damage, so let's not take a hit. We're not going to go down that way, because we don't need the Cling Ring. We already have it, so we're going to go this way. And I'll take an alternative path. Because I don't really need the Thief's Ring, and I don't really need Ostrava. I don't need Ostrava existing. I can leave him here. I've got... actually, no, the Mausoleum Key will disappear if you got it in New Game. And you move to New Game Plus, you will not actually get the Mausoleum Key staying in your inventory. The idea being that all key items, and that doesn't just mean keys, anything that falls under the category of key item will not carry over into another level of New Game. Hello guys, how are you all going? Just gonna run past you all if you don't mind. Which you do mind, I'm sure. They've probably been standing there for so long, waiting to... yeah, waiting for some action, waiting for something to do, and I'm here and I just run past them. I'm there for like a second or two, and then I'm gone. And they're like, oh fuck. Now how long do I have to wait for some action? By the way, if you stand right against that and attack, you will be hit by the hitbox at these boulders. Now, interestingly, these boulders don't always kill the enemies. See? One of them was left alive. And it gets worse and worse the higher up through the new game levels you go. The souls are... You do get more souls from enemies in New Game Plus. Like each level. Yeah, there are 2 things that will change. It is the health, or 3 things rather. Health of enemies, damage of enemies, and the souls dropped by enemies. And the biggest change is the damage dealt by enemies. You will have... There is a much larger increase to the damage that the enemies deal compared to the amount of health that they have. In other words, that is the focus of difficulty. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, I'm literally here waiting for you to breathe fire on the fucking bridge, man. He flew away. I mean, seriously. This is dangerous, by the way. I'm trying to... Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done this. Provided you can zigzag properly, you'll be alright, but... What I was worried about was the spear guy. That's what I was really worried about. Oh, I think the dragon is here to breathe fire on the bridge. Or are you not? He just doesn't want to do it. He's like, nope, I don't want to give this guy 3 souls today. What a prick. But yeah, of course, it would be very, very hard to level up as you go through the levels of New Game if the enemies didn't also give you more souls as you kill them. Not you, Moon. Fuck me. Why do I have so much equipped? Go away. Yeah, okay. Good on you, spear guy. I've got some draglings to kill here if you don't mind. I hate the spear guys so much, I really do. I'm just going to do this. I hate you so much. Okay. I do not like the spear guys at all. I hate them with a fucking passion. I've always hated them. They're just so terrible. So terrible. Get the fuck out of here. I'm trying to roll. I don't have time to parry you if I'm being attacked by both of you, okay? Do you quite understand? Alright, so I think we've only got one guy in here now, because they both fucking chased after me in spite of the fact that I have the Thief's Ring. I'm a bit worried that a backstab can't one-shot these guys, and it's only World 1-1. This is not gonna... This does not bode well for my damage. You are still alive. I meant to roll through that. I'm a bit hungry, actually. Quite eager to finish up and eat. But yeah, I wanted to at least do this as well, just to bring myself up to 2 hours, which should be... I should be able to get myself up to 2 hours here, even though I'm going through this faster than I normally would. Because I've decided that I don't want to actually fight the enemies in this location. Yeah, come on. Large Hardstone Shard. Half Moon Grass, which I'll take, you know, that's useful. I like some Half Moon. And now for the Phalanx, which I won't use firebombs, but I think I'll use Turpentine, sure. Hello guys. Through the boss fog, and I'll go and equip some Turpentine. I've got plenty of time to do that. You know, alternatively I could try, I don't think it would work, but I could try to use God's Wrath. I don't think it'll work because I'm pretty sure I'd be... Oh no, I wouldn't be flinched in that time because check this out. Oh, I feel so sorry for you. I've got more of you to kill, come on. Come on. That's so funny. I've got more of you to kill, let's go. Can you hit me from there? Well. Sorry. What can I say? Sorry. Well, that would be good. Potato? That'd be quite good. I don't know if he can actually heal himself with so few smaller guys, but... Yeah. I don't know what to call the smaller ones, I really don't. They probably do have... I should just call them the minions, but... I don't know. There you go. The demon was destroyed. Not too difficult at all now, is it? Not too difficult at all. And that's the lead demon soul, which I may as well just keep, because consuming it is not really going to mean anything to me. Because the number of souls that I would receive is so tiny that I would be better off saving it for something to possibly use elsewhere. That makes no sense. I should save it so that I may possibly use it in some other way. There you go. And I will do that now. The demon soul, yeah, go away. And then I'll use all of these. But first and foremost, I will talk to oh, wait, where are you going? Well, I'm so sorry, I actually meant to say goodbye properly. I do like you, Stockpile Thomas. What? Oh, right. They've already given the horse a name. That's exciting. Not. But yeah, I'm excited to play Elden Ring. That'll be good fun. That'll be really good fun. This time I'm actually going to accept your quest, lady. Come on. Yes, I will accept the mission. And I may as well get that Stone of Ephemeral Eyes down there while I'm here. I just never think to do it. It's a bit gross that you've got all these dead monks, though. I mean, look at them all. Well, if you ever get hungry... Ew! That's true, I mean, they don't look too, they don't look like they don't look like decomposition has set in, so, you know, may still be edible. But, yeah. I don't know why they haven't decomposed in any way. Maybe they died very recently. I would guess spiritual successor, Potato. I'm sure there will be things that you can... Like, for example, there are certain things in the Dark Souls series that do harken back to Demon Souls, but I don't think there would be a direct sequel lore-wise. Or any sort of thing like that. Alright, so I'll probably show you my soul counter this time. Just because I have a lot of souls that I'm about to receive. Gonna use the smaller souls first. Again, Beast Demon Soul is not going to actually give me anything. Like, it can't be used for anything else, whereas the False King Demon Soul can be. But I'm not going to get any use out of that, so... That's 60,000 on the False King Demon Soul, and I believe there's a total of 260,000 between those two souls, so there you go. I'm currently sitting on a grand total of 459,350, which is impressive. I think the highest amount I've had coming into New Game Plus for the level up was about... I think it was 600,000, I think was the highest amount. Anyway, what I should probably do is not level up right now, because there's... I mean, maybe I could. Yeah, let's actually do that. I was thinking of saving it. Come on! I was thinking of saving it for when I come back and do a New Game Plus run, but that's not going to be for ages. Okay, take you to 35. Should I take you to 40 and then just leave it alone? Probably. I mean, the temptation to leave it at 36 just for the miracle memory is... I mean, there is that temptation, but... Because, unfortunately, I'm just not really getting much out of the hands of God at all. Yes, I will take you to 40. because I will at least get the benefits of miracle power. So, and strength will go to 40. Vitality, I will definitely put lots of points into vitality as well. A lot of this is based on the fact that I haven't put any points into dexterity, really. Actually, I put 2 points into dexterity, I think. Or did I start at 10? Maybe I started at 10. I'm not too sure. But anyway, dexterity is staying at 10. Intelligence is staying at 15. Endurance is staying at 16. So I can allocate all of these points to faith, strength, and vitality. That is the focus of this build. So strength will go to 40, because if there's one thing I need right now, it's damage on my fist weapon. I do still have souls for one more level up. After all of that, we're only at 207. I mean, this is an S scaling, man. 207. Shit. I'm well and truly getting into diminishing returns. 199 on the... Oh, I've been looking at the wrong thing this whole time. My right-hand weapon is this, so I should be looking at the first value. That's really dumb. So, 199 damage with the crushing iron knuckle, which is shit. Okay. That's pure physical. Like, 200 pure raw damage is just shit. But, that's what we've got today. Well, whatever. How many builds do I plan on doing? Well, I plan on doing at least one more, and then I'll stop for a while with making new builds, and then I'll return to older ones and do New Game Plus 2, etc, etc. After this build, I will be returning to an older build. I don't know when I'll do that, you know, shit weapon build, where I use the Dozer Axe, Penetrating Sword, all of those. I don't know when that's going to happen, but probably after I've returned to 2 other builds, or 3, we'll see. But I think we'll go and level up Vitality, because I'm just not really getting much out of Strength at the moment. It hurts to say, but at this point, I think it's just time to put all of my level ups into Vitality. Or should I take Strength and Faith to 50 and leave it at that? At some point, for me, 60 is a good number to leave them at. I like 60, and then the rest into Vitality, but I don't know. This build is not going to be easy for New Game Plus 2 and Plus 3. I mean, New Game Plus, it might be barely okay, but New Game Plus 2, Plus 3, Plus 4, that's going to be fucking miserable. Just as well, I've set up for Second Chance, because Lord knows I'll need it. My favourite build? I don't know yet. I don't know what that would be. I like my fire build where I have the Épée Rapier. I think it's Épée, actually. Épée Rapier and Lava Bow. I enjoy that build, but I don't know if that would be my favourite necessarily. I like the fast moving builds. I don't really like the heavy builds. That's actually what I'm going to do next. I'm going to do my heavy strength build, which I don't enjoy as much as my lighter builds, but yeah, I'll be doing my magic build after that, and that'll be good. Anyway, I do thank you all for watching. I will see you in the recording that I do, where I return to my heavy strength build and basically blast through New Game Plus, because I don't think there's really anything for me to do in that build except to just play through the game and level up. So there you go. I will see you all next time, and I don't know when I'll next do Demon Souls, probably in 2 days. I mean, I'm enjoying myself in Demon Souls, so... but yeah, shorter recording, but that's because I only had so much that I could do in this build. I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.